Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have two lovely ladies this morning on the talk show with Travels Fan TV. We have Eding, market manager, Eurail Group, and also Simona. And you can tell me your second name.
Clerici.
Clerici. So she's Italian.
Yes, Italian.
Welcome to India. Welcome to New Delhi. A very good morning to you. You are going to share some exciting news for the first time on the Indian market. I will give it to Simona about what is Eurail all about for the Indian market, for the world markets, and perhaps Eding will be talking about the Indian market. So over to you, Simona.
For sure. You may be familiar with the Eurail Pass. Eurail Pass is a pass allowing passengers to travel extensively in Europe throughout 31 countries. We do have over 35 partners, railway carriers, but also ferries that are our partners, and travelers can really enjoy Europe at its best. The exciting news that we would like to share with you is that this year Eurail prices have been reduced by up to 37%.
A 37% reduction, permanent reduction.
Absolutely, permanent reduction. And on top of these, we often also have some extra discount, as it is the case right now. So until 9th of April, you can still access to an extra 10% discount on our global and one country passes via our website. This is definitely exciting news because it's making Europe even more accessible than it used to be.
Eding, Indian market is quite favorable market,
Yes.
and it has been favoring well, right?
Yeah.
In 2018, you have some data with you, I believe so. You shared with us. Can you share with the audience here?
Yeah, and India market is our top 6 market for Eurail, and it's the number 3 biggest market for Asia. And we believe Indian market will become more and more important for Eurail and make up the total Eurailer, make up the big pie. And when it comes to Indian travelers, what we see is in 2018 there are around 38 adult travelers who are more than 28 years old, and around 33% they are youth travelers that are under 28 years old. And what we can also see is that Indian travelers would like to travel in the Central Europe, in Switzerland, in Germany, as well as in Italy, which is Simona's hometown. So the top visits routes are really the scenic routes where we see in Switzerland, like Lausanne, in Italy is like Florence. So we do see Indian travelers' preference in terms of scenic routes. Yeah.
Oh, well, I personally believe so. When you said that India is amongst the top 6 markets for the Eurail, and in 2018, more than 13,000, number of Indians booked up and traveled on this, and 23% of the Indians are youth.
Sorry, my mistake. Yeah. I try to make up 100%. My mistake. Yeah.
And
38% they are adult.
68% you said. 68% are the adult, and 23%. And I was told also that 30% of the Indian use the Eurail to their visits. Now, visitation in terms of the family travel, when we talk about family, we talk about that how Eurail, with this kind of discounts, exciting discounts, which I calculated myself, ended up to nearly 60% discount, with 37% and 10% for the senior citizens and 10% for additional
promotion. Yes.
Promotional discounts. So 60%. Is it that you're trying to fill up very fast Eurail this season?
Yeah, absolutely. For family, it's even better because if you are a family of 4 people, 2 parents and 2 kids aged until 11 are allowed to travel for free. So they will get from our side a complimentary pass. And then we also have discount for youth aged until 27. So it's definitely a great opportunity for family as well to explore Europe at an even more affordable price.
Well, definitely, it's an exciting offer given this year. my question is luxury travel plays a very important role. Indians are luxury savvy, so are Chinese. They want to really spend a lot of money on the luxury segment. What's you're looking at is a family segment or the honeymooner segment?
The honeymooner segment and the family segment are definitely very interesting, and Europe does offer some luxury experiences. European trains, especially if you travel on a Eurail pass with a first class pass, you really have access to a lot of very nice benefits. We have high-speed trains. Really, Europe is famous for its Eurostar, or is the high level of service of IC speed trains.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely an experience that I would recommend anytime, also for travelers that are looking for a bit of luxury.
Talking about the bookings through, I mean, you have come up with a new app also, or it's an updated app you're trying to introduce for the Indian market, or tell us something about the digitalization when we use and book up the tickets for Eurail. Is it through GSAs, and how one can really work out in getting the tickets booked up?
We work with a number of distributors in India, and I think the name is very well known. For example, Cox Kings, for example, Thomas Cook, for example, TUI. They are all selling Eurail passes throughout India. At the same time, we have our official brand channel, which is Eurail.com. It's an online website.
Eurail.com?
Eurail.com, allowing distributors, allowing
individuals
customers, to book online. And when it comes to the app, this is an offline timetable, rail timetable app, and you can basically search the itinerary on the app, knowing how much time it takes from A to B. And at the same time, soon, in the end of this month, or maybe the early of the next month, we will have our app, new functions adding to the app, which is like the My Trip function has a My Trip function, allowing Indian customers to plan their trip, to design their itinerary and save their itinerary.
We don't want Indians to really book at the last minute. Perhaps if they book it well in advance and they plan their itineraries in advance, perhaps they may get more discounts. Is it the fact?
Well, actually, you can purchase your pass and travel for 11 months after that. So they have plenty of time to really plan thoroughly their travels and then travel. And they can also make the most of our limited time discounts, because we have these throughout the year, which are on top of the 37% discounts.
So quickly, a last question. There are 3 types of passes.
Yes.
Could you elucidate on that, and what the pricing factor onto this, from 3 days of booking, 3 days of travel to 30 days of travel, or 3 months of travel? Yes. I'll get back to you. Please tell us about something.
Absolutely. So you can travel we really try to respond to the needs of everyone. So from 3 days travel to 3 months travel, and all the way in between. We have 3 types of passes. The global pass is the pass allowing you to travel extensively within 31 European countries. Then we have 26 different one-country passes. A one-country pass is a pass that allows you to travel extensively in one very specific country and to explore this country extensively. And then we have the Greek island pass, which is a pass allowing you to travel between all the 53 Greek islands with, of course, ferry hopping. These are the 3 different type of passes that we have, and in terms of pricing, of course, you can imagine that prices vary a lot depending on the class of service, on the validity. So what I would recommend to everyone is either to go to your agent or to visit Eurail.com, and you will find all the information there.
So I think, friends, thank you Simona, thank you Yiding for your time. Really appreciate, and I hope that this year is going to turn the tables off once you have these special discounts. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.